Welcome to the W7W Podcast.
Hi.
This is a show about our local yarn store here in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm Amy.
I'm Hunter.
And this is what's going on at W7W. We took a week off last week because it's December and it's crazy.
Yes. Madness, people.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's busier here at the shop, but also just everything going on in December with parties and winter choir and
Gearing up for the holidays.
winter orchestra and winter ballet and shopping and
It's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. And we went out of town this past weekend too.
We did.
Yeah, we went to Austin, which was fun.
That's right. Yeah, Amy's sister, Jessica, was getting married. So we went down there just for about a day or so. Did a little overnight.
Yeah. We did go to Hill Country Weavers.
Mm-hmm.
We did.
That was like the first stop.
Yeah, it was. But we had a lot of fun.
We did.
So what's going on here at the shop for the rest of the month?
Well, we've got a couple of upcoming classes. We have a brioche technique class that's coming up this Sunday.
And then I'm going to do granny square crochet on the 30th. So that's right after Christmas. But it's a little, if you took any of the beginning crochet classes, or if you're just learning to crochet yourself, you want to learn granny squares, I'll teach you how.
Awesome.
And then also on the weekend of the 30th is our year-end sale.
That's right.
Yeah.
I believe that's going to be the 29th and the 30th, which is Friday and Saturday?
Saturday and
Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday, it's our 20% off sale.
Yes.
Woo-woo, end of the year. Yeah.
Finish it out with a bang.
So if you got a gift card for Christmas from W7W, now that would be a great time to use it.
Oh, yeah.
You could use it any time, but during the sale is a great time to use it. Cool. So what's new, Hunter?
Oh, we've got a few new things in the shop. We got a new shipment of hedgehog fiber in from Ireland, and we've got a few new colors.
Okay.
Okay, let's just go ahead and run through them. This one is Deja Vu.
It's nice. He's not going to let me touch them. They are all on his side of the table, and he isn't.
This is Rosehip.
I like that one.
What you got?
I've got Beach Bunny, which I think we might have had before. It's really pretty, though. The labels, I don't know. Do you like these new labels? They're very shiny.
They're different. They're interesting.
There's that one.
Yep. So this one is Sorbet. It's got a decent amount of green in there.
Yeah. This one's called Deep End, which hand me Beach Bunny again. It might transition well. Beach Bunny to Deep End. And then this is Anime.
To Deja Vu.
No, put that
No.
down. There you go.
Then finally we've also got Gossip.
That's pretty. I feel like I've seen some of these before. Maybe they're just some that are similar.
They're all new to the shop. They've been featured on social media, though.
I see. And then, of course, we've got the sock minis, too. This one just happens to still be in the package. We've got them singles, and then we've got the... If you would care to purchase a whole bag, it would be $285. But otherwise, you can just buy them as singles. There are how many in here? 30?
There are 30 in there, and yeah.
Yeah. If you wanted to buy all 30, you could do that.
You can. We got a few of the sets this time, so in case anybody wanted a full set, there it is.
Give us a call.
Yep.
Or drop in. Either one. We also have a couple new books from Pom Pom Press. We have Knits About Winter, a book by Emily Fodden, and it's about her time she's originally, I think, from England, maybe, but she moved in 2015 to Mooresburg. returning to Canada after living in England for 3 years. So she moved to a really snowy place. And she has all these interesting and fun patterns. Ooh, I like that one a lot. Okay, I might have to make some of these. Really cool patterns about winter. And they're not all, I mean, even though this is, obviously it's very cold in Canada and it's not so much cold here in Texas, there are some things that you can make that would transition, that would work well here as well.
Cool.
That I might make. And then the other one is a Knit How from the makers of Pom Pom, and it's a really cool beginning knitting book. It's got some really great beginning patterns, useful things to know. It's just a really good how-to book. I like it a lot.
Excellent.
I'd recommend it if you're looking for a gift for a new knitter. It's a nice one. All right, what else?
Okay, so we placed an order with Coco Knits recently, and we brought in some new stitch markers. They're not that new, but they're new to the shop. They're these little triangle stitch markers.
I haven't used those yet, have you?
Have not. They just came in while we were out of town, so this is literally the first time I've got my hands on them.
I love the really small rings that they make. I like those a lot.
And then they make an even smaller set, apparently.
Oh, wow.
It's all sealed up. But yep, so we've got the triangle stitch markers in.
Cool. And then we have some new progress keepers from Sucre Miniatures. She does the little clay food and drink and little animals. This is I think it's a pot sticker. These are just some examples. Avocado, donut. We've got a few gummy bears. Looks like maybe a frappuccino with whip. A pink martini. And look at this deviled egg. That's cute. So those are some cute things.
Yeah, we got an assortment, so it's just a lot of different things, a lot of random things.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah. We got some boxes. Do you want to open the boxes?
We can, yeah. Okay, let's see. Get my box cutter.
You think you would have done this before then?
Oh, great. What we have
Is a box within a box?
a box within a box.
Who's that from?
This is from Coco Knits.
Oh.
Yeah, we ordered a few new things. And it looks like,
I think I know what that is then.
I think I do too. Okay, there you go.
Oh, it's the accessory roll. So this is their product, Delight in the Making. Each of our 4 interior sections fold.
Well, you seem to be struggling over there.
You okay? You gonna make it?
I'm gonna make it. You gonna make it?
Eventually.
I'm moving on.
Anyway.
I can't watch.
So it's a little a rolling case for your notions. It is made out of durable, washable, I hear, thick paper. Oh, that's cute. Unrolls like so. In each compartment, let's see, how does it open? Oh, it snaps. Maybe. Does it snap? Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, they snap off. That's cool. Although now I don't know how it opens. It's The delight of doing things on camera live. Okay, very interesting. It would appear that it would open. Here's the... Each one of our 4 interior sections folds closed and is removable by unsnapping it from the exterior roll, allowing you to take the entire roll or just one pouch. Cool. So, Hunter, what do you have?
All right. I have got the Cocoa Knits project portfolio as such.
Open that up.
So it's got this elastic that you can take off. Well, undo. And then, it opens up. And then it's got a pocket here, various pockets to put things in. And it comes with these elastic bands for banding things.
Elastic bands for banding things, like your pattern?
Yes.
Oh, let me see those. Those are cool. Delight in the making, Cocoa Knits. Elastic bands. That's neat. So if you want to strap other things to them, you can.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
But do you find them delightful?
No, it's a delight in the making. I still don't understand this accessory roll. I'm afraid, like, they're stitched right here. Someone who has one and you know how to use it, comment and tell me how to use it.
Let me see it.
I think you would damage the stitching if you ripped one open. I don't know how you're supposed to get at your stuff.
Oh, you just...
Oh, you figured it out.
This is why you let me have the things.
Wait, if you don't let me experience things, I never learn.
But you experienced it and yet you still didn't learn. Boom.
Give me the next box. Open the next box.
Okay. But yeah, so...
Those are fun. And they are paper, but they almost feel like leather. They're, I don't know, like not cardboard, but not fabric, somewhere in between. It's pretty interesting. Pretty cool.
Yes, indeed. Oh, I see. You just do the elastic.
You do.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's that. Moving on.
Give it back. It looks nice. Comes in a nice box. Oh, there's more elastic bands in here. Ah, so if you wanted to change these out, you could to the different colors. That's nice. Do you know the retail on these, Hunter? Off the top of your head?
Not off the top of my head. Oh yeah, actually, I think they're like 36 or 38.
Okay. Cool. I'm thinking this one we'll leave out for display because I can't get it back in the box. Oh, wait. I got it.
Why do you have to make everything look so hard, though?
Alright, what's next? What you got from Kelborn?
Okay, so we've got backorder Scout. This is, I believe, Navy? Yeah, Navy Heather.
Oh, yeah, that was on back order. Okay, very nice.
Yeah, it's not in order or anything.
That's not exciting.
Our missing color. We
What's
had
exciting?
all the other colors of Scout except that, and now our collection is complete.
What do you have that's exciting? The Cocoa Knits was exciting. That was exciting. I don't need to see
Yeah,
any
we might
backward.
have hit peak excitement with
You
that.
knew that was it?
Tell your people to stop.
You people. Stop texting me. Although I think that looked like that was an important text, though, so. Some Harvest. You got
Harvest.
Some Unique Yarns Harvest. That's pretty. You know, when you crinkle the bags in
They
front
love
of
it, don't they? So some of this was back order, and then some of it is reorder, like the yarn for the papillon shawl.
Yeah. What's in that white bag?
White bag?
Didn't we get a package in a white bag?
Oh, that was the Monos, the blue.
Another back order. So that's it? You opened up all those boxes and that was it?
That was it.
Okay.
You seem just vaguely disappointed. We got the cocoa knit stuff you wanted so bad.
That is pretty cool. All right. So what are you working on?
Lots of stuff and making zero progress.
I know. I kind of wanted to wear my scarf today, but you weren't finished with it.
Yeah. It's like I'm always busy.
Mm-hmm.
But Jen got to borrow that scarf yesterday as both of them actually, as samples for her class.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Amy asked me to make a shop sample of the bow knot scarf. And I'm, I don't know, halfway through it. Something like that.
How long have you been working on that?
I don't know, a couple weeks. My progress knitting lately, I will fully admit, has been glacial. I have not been doing a whole lot. Because it's the end of the year, and because we're busy in the shop because of holiday stuff, but also because we're doing inventory right now, I cannot think of the last time. I don't even know why I bring my knitting to work, because I cannot think of the last time I actually did any of it up here at the shop.
I don't knit at the shop either, usually.
But then I get home, and it's dinner, and then I'm tired, and I think about knitting, but then I'm falling asleep in a chair, and then the cycle repeats.
I knit other people's things at the shop, but I don't knit very often.
Mm-hmm.
So, and is that it? Just that?
No, I've got the my blue and gray socks that are cuffed down that I'm not even going to bring up because they're super early on. And then these are the socks I'm doing toe up magic loop. I've finished the heel on one. I'm almost finished with the heel on the other one. At which point I'll just be back to going up the leg part.
Nice.
That's all I have going.
Cool.
How about you?
I started the Northeasterly sock scrap blanket. I'm not that far on it. I got to, there is no right or wrong or how long or how short. You can make anything. If you don't want to make a blanket, you can make a scarf. But I got to the part, I have my one long strip, and now I'm adding the second one. You join as you go, which is pretty fun. The only thing that, if I could change anything about it, I would change the join as you go, so that this rib would be on the front instead of the back. But so far I'm enjoying it. It's an easy, you can talk and do it at the same time. It's a good knit night project or social knitting project. Easy to back out of when you make a mistake, which I have several times just from not paying attention. Great way to use up your sock yarn scraps. And then I finished the back of a sweater. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the cables on that? Hold your side. See if we can get the cables to show through. If we go back a little bit, maybe. Kind of. There. Oh, that angle you can see the cables.
Does that help?
Not one bit at all.
Not even a little bit. Well.
No. Okay, so this is a sweater that can only be worn
That's helping.
in the dark.
Uh-huh.
So.
I feel like
you feel like that's
exploring
helping?
a Geiger painting or
Maybe.
something.
So that's the back, and it is the Nightingale by Nora Gone on the cover of Pom Pom. So I just have the front to do and the sleeves, and then seam it all together and put a collar on it, and it'll be done. But this is, I cannot knit at knit night or social time or when anyone else is talking to me, because it takes a lot. It's a lot of cables. That's a lot of... The list of cable definitions is like 2 pages long. And then the chart is 2 pages long and tiny. But you can, if you have this magazine, there's a code in the back, or maybe the front. There's a code somewhere where you can download it. And I advise that because I've already found some errors in the chart in the book where they have forgotten to put some of the symbols. There's the chart. And so when you're going along, there's not a purl stitch or a knit stitch there. They just forgot to fill it in. But on the PDF, it's there. So, and they can update the PDF a lot easier than updating the print copy. So you'll find that in a lot of magazines or things that go to print that have a deadline. The errors in them, there are usually some errors, and go back and check the errata on the PDFs. It's always good to have a download code if you can.
Good to know.
Yeah,
I think those mitts that I started to knit early on had a similar situation.
Where there's an error in the pattern.
Yeah, it was basically the chart was inconsistent with the written pattern.
And of course, I made this an inch longer than the pattern called for, so we'll see. I always have to modify it and then complain when it turns out too big. But oh, you can see that, even though this is the back. And then everything seamed and set in, which some people hate, but I think I'll give it a shot. I don't hate it. It'll be fun.
Go for it.
Go for it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I don't have any finished things either, unless you count like Christmas balls, Christmas ornaments.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have any either.
This time of year, I'm telling you, it's a struggle.
It's a struggle. Yeah. Do you have any plans for any knitting? Just to finish.
Right now, my 2 goals are to grudgingly knock out that bow knot scarf, and then also, but my first goal, I'm probably going to finish doing the heel on the toe-up socks because I'm so close to being done. Stop that. And then I'll get on the bow knot scarf.
Okay. All right. I'd kind of like another one of these.
No.
I come up with all these things I'd like him to knit me, and then I realize it's taken you a month to knit a 12-inch garter stitch scarf.
You know, you have those projects where you just...
Do you hear the sound of that?
What?
You know? It's a 12-inch garter stitch.
But first of all, the pattern calls for worsted weight yarn. You're like, why don't you knit in a sport weight instead? So that's making it take a little longer. But then also just, when you have a project and your interest level is just not there and you just keep putting it aside.
Oh my goodness.
It happens. I'm not the only one.
Okay.
I'll get there. You'll get there.
There was a lady that came into the shop the other day, and she's wearing a poncho, and it looked like she might have done it herself, but it was really pretty. But she said she bought it that way. She didn't do it herself. But it had a row of knitting, and then a row of rabbit fur, and a row of knitting, and a row of fur, and a row of knitting, and a row of fur. And we thought we should make some. So I thought these would pair really pretty together. This is Yarn Carnival's Tetanus Caster in a DK, Aerialist DK. And Prism's Plume, which is a nylon, so no animals were hurt in this. I think that would be pretty together. And the lighting's not that great. This is not, see, it's got all these grays and multi-tones in there that would look pretty. So we'll see how that goes.
Cool.
It feels soft. It feels like getting a hug from a kitten.
Speaking of.
Yeah. We promised our kids we'd get them kittens for Christmas. We'll see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you using the we adjective when this all goes horribly wrong and the blame? get shared. Is that how that works? Because I don't remember making this promise.
You don't?
I don't. I remember there was kitten talk, but I made no promises.
I think you made an edict that should we get kittens, there shall be 2, and they shall be from the same litter. That was your edict.
Well, yeah, that was because, one, you can't get one for one kid and not get one for the other kid because that is the rule of 2. And then secondly, kittens, as a rule, they are little jerks. So the trick is you get 2 of them at the same time, preferably from the same litter, so they can hopefully get along. But really, when they're being those little kitten jerks, they do it to each other and not to you. In theory. That's the theory I've heard. Whether or not it works out remains to be seen.
Oh, they're still going to break stuff.
They're still going to break stuff, but
Yeah.
this will at least let them be distracted with each other at least somewhat. You think you're going to get one kid a kitten and not the other?
No, I didn't say that.
Because that would have not gone well.
No, probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's where we're at. Is your holiday shopping finished? Because ours is not.
Nope.
So we're going to go do that now.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Got to get to it.
Have a happy holiday if we don't see you before Christmas.
Yep.
And come visit us. We'd
Merry
love to
Christmas.
see you. Merry Christmas.
Mhm.
Bye.
Bye.